Hello and welcome to the review of Samsung 65Q90R TV from 2019 QLED line. This is Samsung's flagship Ultra HD 4K TV for this year, available in 55, 65, 75 and 82 inches. Above it in the lineup are Ultra HD 8K models, Q900R that I reviewed before and Q950R. How good Q90R really is, and does it justify its current price tag of $2,200? Let's find out. This is the third Samsung TV that I'm reviewing this year, so many items are covered in my previous videos. For example, operating system. Q90R is using Tizen OS 5.0, which is very similar to the previous version in terms of features and performance. The upgrade brings support for Amazon Alexa, Google Assistant and Apple's services. The remote control is of the same design as last year, except for the 3 hotkeys for the major content providers. Coming to design, the first thing that came to my mind when I saw the stand was how similar it looks to Apple's iMacs and monitors. Apart from that, Q90R has a simple yet elegant design, excellent build quality and a very heavy stand. The stand's weight reminded me of Panasonic TVs, which can only be a plus. The backside is made of plastic, with a nice wavy texture and uniform thickness of 4 cm, which is the trade-off for using an advanced full-array local dimming LED backlight. Thanks to one Connect box, there is only one connector at the back of the TV. Through this connector, all the data and power are coming to the screen, and this makes connecting your devices much easier than with other TVs. The box has 4 HDMI 2.0 big connectors, 3 USBs, Toslink, Ethernet, external link, antenna and satellite inputs, and a common interface. For those who want to conduct automatic calibration using Hellman software, external link connector will allow you to connect your computer directly to the TV. Coming to picture quality, Q90R performs really well for a TV based on LCD technology. Upscaling of low resolution and low bitrate content is handled well, with a decent amount of details for a pleasant viewing from a typical distance. HD content naturally looks better, especially from high quality sources such as Blu-ray that could look as impressive as Ultra HD 4K. Ultra HD HDR content looks the best with bright highlights and deep blacks, thanks to the effective full-array local dimming. TV handles difficult scenes such as fireworks quite well, with well-controlled blooming around objects that cannot be avoided completely like on OLED TVs, but it shouldn't distract you either. On the other hand, sometimes local dimming acts strange, like with this scrolling horizontal line, which for some reason caused all LEDs to be turned on. No such issue on the vertical line test. On the other pattern, with just one small block moving on the screen, TV was correctly dimming zones, and I measured 30 of them in horizontal and 16 in the vertical direction, which summed up to impressive 480 zones. The same number of zones was implemented on 2018 Q9FN. Unfortunately, even on this flagship TV, Samsung kept a very annoying global dimming function that will dim the entire screen in very dark scenes. You cannot disable this, which is a shame for a TV in this class. Apart from high peak brightness that came close to 2000 nits before calibration and around 1400 after adjustments, the most impressive features on this TV are anti-reflective filter and the really impressive wide viewing angles for an LCD TV. This makes Q90R an excellent TV for viewing in a very bright environment, and you can relax a bit with seating positions. A bigger audience can enjoy a very nice picture. As expected, motion resolution is very good on this TV thanks to the 120Hz screen and black frame insertion technique. I measured around 700 lines out of 1080 on the monoscope test without black frame insertion enabled, and full 1080 when this option was enabled. Still, as this is a VEA LCD panel, there are some limitations. Motion resolution does get worse in dark scenes, doubling effect can be seen, and human skin in movement can have strange traces like in this example. Though I spotted this only in the monoscope test, high blur reduction values could cause artifacts in motion, though not nearly as distracting as motion interpolation artifacts if you increase judder reduction option. Despite that, I was quite pleased with picture sharpness, and with slightly visible but not distracting dirty screen effect, I was able to enjoy watching sports and playing games quite a lot. The most accurate picture preset is Movie, and for playing games I recommend Game Mode. If you want to learn more about picture adjustments and available controls for Q90R or other Samsung 2019 TVs, check out my separate video. Coming to colors, Q90R covers accurately standard BT709 color space and can display deeper colors thanks to quantum dot technology. I was expecting that it would easily cover more than 90% of DCI-P3, but measurements in Calman 2019 revealed this is not the case. My unit covered 88.5% or 93.6% of DCI-P3 color space depending on the chromaticity diagram. Is this caused by the improved anti-reflective coating on the screen? I'm not sure, but definitely this affects the amount of colors you can see on the screen. Even though LG C9 OLED TV was able to cover 97% of DCI-P3, its volume of colors is not as big as on Q90R, since the display can't reach high peak luminance and keep colors saturated in bright scenes. Altogether, I was quite happy with the HDR content on this TV, especially during daytime. Q90R is equipped with 4.2 speaker configuration with a total power of 60 watts. Sound quality is very good, with a nicely presented mid-range and a hint of bass, which should satisfy users who don't want to clutter the room with external speakers and soundbars. Clearly, if you want to match picture with decent sound, I recommend an external audio system, ideally an AV receiver and speakers. Gaming was excellent thanks to dedicated game mode, plenty of controls for picture adjustment including blur reduction option and FreeSync support. There is auto low latency mode, so TV activates game mode as soon as gaming content is detected. Input lag is very low in game mode. I measured only 16 milliseconds in SDR, meaning that the screen will react quickly to controls. Conclusion. With its unique One Connect box, impressive viewing angles for an LCD TV and consistent performance, Q90R is another proud member of Samsung's high-end TV class. It handles well all kinds of content in the most diverse viewing environment, thanks to very effective local dimming, high brightness and anti-reflective coating. Smart TV is among the best on the market, with support for a wide variety of technologies that we encounter today in modern connected homes. Gamers will love this TV thanks to low input lag, plenty of options to adjust picture, FreeSync, and 0% risk of burn-in. The main alternatives to this and other high-end LCD TVs are OLED TVs. With their perfect contrast, vibrant colors and wide viewing angles, OLED TVs are choice number one for those who want to enjoy movies and TV shows without any limitations that are imposed on the LCD technology. There are many models out there, but I would recommend LG B9 or C9, which are available for a similar or even lower price than Q90R. If you want to stay with LCD technology and you prefer Android TV platform, then I would recommend Sony XG95 series. You can also consider TCL Series 8 with mini LED technology and Roku TV platform. So guys, this is it. This was the review of Samsung Q90R. Thanks for watching this video and have a great day.